I just feel like this eyeshadow is too much for this video. God, I should have took it off before I did it. Hi guys, this is Shanika coming to you with a video today about all things doula in my life. At this time, I am a trained and certifying birth and postpartum doula, and I chose Dona International as my certification organization to become certified through. So today I'll just kind of be speaking to you about what a doula is, why I decided to become a doula, and why I chose to go with Dona International. So if that interests you and you want to hear my story a little bit, stay tuned. So the first thing that I would like to touch on is, what is a doula? And why haven't I heard of this? That is an awesome question. Many people actually don't know what a doula is. Before I actually became a doula, I did not know that there was actually a word for what I was so passionate about. And you know, I would have probably made different decisions when it came down to my birth if I actually would have known that these options like having a doula or a midwife were available. But to answer the question, what is a doula? A doula is a person that helps a birthing person during their pregnancy, labor, and postpartum, including one visit. So I'll just kind of go into details there. Normally when you get a doula, they are the most involved during that labor process. So when you hire a doula, the doula will be there with you when you are going through labor. They're there to provide you with mental, physical, emotional, and sometimes spiritual support. We do not handle any of the medical side of the birth. That is either left to the midwife or the OBGYN that you chose to go with when you are deciding to give birth, or the practitioner. Sorry, nervous. So usually the doula is there from the moment that you kind of start your labor, or the moment that you start active labor, until the end of until the baby comes, or 1 to 2 hours after that, depending on how you're feeling. And the reason why you would want to hire a doula is because it's a very, very empowering and invigorating experience to have someone there that is just like your cheerleader. And a lot of people have a tendency to ask that question, oh, well, does a doula take place on my partner? Will they try to overrun things? Will they speak for me? A doula doesn't do any of those things. We want to advocate with you, and we want to show you how to advocate for yourselves. So we kind of teach you the different birthing options that you have available, and kind of allow you to make your own decision, especially when you're in that hospital setting. We want you to make the most informed and best decision for you based on the birth experience that you want to have. When it comes down to kind of going with you and your partner, the doula will go with the flow of what everyone else is wanting at that moment. So when I say that, that means if a birthing person wants me to kind of be there and doing different comfort measures with them, or helping to alleviate that labor pain while the other partner goes off and you know, informs the family, or goes off and updates everybody about what's going on, or go get some bite to eat, that would be what I would do. Or if they want me to kind of update the family, go get me something to eat, go get them some ice chips, go make sure the partner is good, and then the partner kind of takes on that role of helping to alleviate those pains. That's kind of what we would do. So a doula does not fill in that spot of that partner if there is one present. Another thing a doula doesn't do is, we don't make your decisions for you, and not all doulas are going with natural births, and people who do not want to have an epidural or have any medication during their pregnancy process. I know a lot of people that actually do have an epidural but also love to have a doula there. Why? Because it does help definitely many studies out there, and I'll kind of leave some of that information probably here, that lets you know that having a doula at your birth is definitely very, very good, and it has some statistics that help with having a successful birth and decreased chances of cesareans and a lot of other things. Again, I'll leave that information here because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But there are just a lot of things. So in a nutshell, a doula is an individual who provides emotional, mental, physical, and sometimes spiritual support to a pregnant woman or birthing person, because remember, not all people who have children are women at this time or identify as women, so we want to respect those gender boundaries. So a birthing person, and just is there for them. Also postpartum, what I mean by that is you just want to go ahead and check on the birthing person kind of after they do have the baby, just to make sure that everything is okay and they're settling into motherhood or parenthood, in a manner that is comfortable for them. You also kind of want to see how they're doing with lactation, just kind of see how everything is, and kind of see where you can offer some pointers within that visit. And then if you are a postpartum doula, you may be able to obtain your client as a postpartum doula after that, if they feel that they need your services, then if that's the route that you want to go. So that is what a doula is. Now I'll kind of dive into why I became a doula. The reason why I decided to become a doula was because I wanted to advocate for women. And I wanted to help in more ways than one. I knew that I wanted to be in labor and delivery. So let me kind of back up. Prior to me becoming a doula, I have always worked in customer service, but I actually was going to nursing school to become a registered nurse first, and then a neonatologist. So I actually wanted to work in labor and delivery. I've always wanted to work in labor and delivery, and be around newborns and be around parents has always kind of been my thing. But then I kind of figured, like, it's not as hands-on as I would like when it comes down to making sure that things can go successfully. And I was kind of looking online at different options, because I felt like a neonatologist or a practitioner kind of goes in, all right, we're gonna have a baby here, and then a nurse is just kind of popping in and out and has different people that they kind of go to, but it's never consistent. So I find that when I did my research, I was like, kind of what is a job that works with newborns and mothers that's not a daycare, and that actually came up for me. So that's actually why I decided to become a doula, because I wanted to help. I wanted to offer my assistance in many ways, not just delivering your baby or popping in to check your vitals. I wanted to ensure that you had a good birth experience, and I could help with that if that was what you wanted, and that I helped you to make clear choices. So that is why I decided to become a doula. The next topic is why I decided to go with Dona International as my certification organization. I'm going to be honest, they were the first ones that popped up. That's the truth. I was so excited to find something that went with the field that I wanted to go in, that I jumped on the first thing that I saw. And do I regret it? I don't. Dona International is a great organization. They're very informative. They're great within their community. And they do offer a lot of resources, as well as put you into contact with people. there are some things that I would say need to change, which we will get into in my next video, kind of my training and how that went. So that's a story time. But yeah, I think that they're a great organization, and I think that there are some things that I feel could be changed, or certain mechanisms that, you know, I've learned now that I've kind of been in this almost a year. I've learned some things, and I was kind of like, you know, that kind of should have been taught to me in my training, because becoming a doula is expensive, but it's definitely worth it. And upon doing my research and just being in a lot of groups on Facebook that help doulas, as well as other birth workers, providing me with additional information, I just learned a lot. So I definitely would still certify with Dona International, because they are a great organization. They do have a lot of resources, and they do provide you with a lot of information, a lot of steps that you can take to be able to grow within the company. So I still would go with them. I hope that this was informative to you guys. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. I'm going to try to come to you guys with a video at least once a week on updates when it comes down to this doula business. My next video is going to be on my doula training, my personal experience. It happened back in February, but I remember it clear as day. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about that and what happened with that and how it went for me. And again, it's a story time, but it's not even necessarily the training. It's kind of like what happened after the training. But all in all, it was a great experience for the most part. I'm gonna again continue to come to you guys with content on my journey as I continue as a birth worker, because I've actually decided to go a further route, which I'll reveal to you maybe in a few other videos, maybe a few more. I'll reveal my plan on what I'm actually planning to do, but I can give you some insight at this time. I am actually looking to become a lactation consultant as well as a childbirth educator. And what a lactation consultant is they assist with nursing the baby, and assist with problems that may come with that, or just provide nursing classes prior to giving birth. And another thing is childbirth education. It's exactly that. It's educating you on pregnancy, labor, postpartum, and letting you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, properly educating you and allowing you to know what to look for when you're educating yourself. So as a birth worker, I want to be well-rounded. I actually want to do everything. And so the first step is the birth and postpartum, which I am working on, but I am also looking into working on the lactation consultant and the childbirth educator. So fingers crossed that I can do all this. But that is it for me today. I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed speaking with me and learning a little bit more about me and why I decided to become a doula. I have my own company. It is Allure Birth Services. You can follow me on Instagram at allure_birth_services, or you can also follow my Facebook like page, which is Allure Birth Services, and my website is allurebirthservices.com. So everything's Allure Birth Services, to kind of see how I run my business and kind of see how things are, And yeah, and again, ask me any questions or concerns that you may have. I'm always willing to help anybody who wants to join the birthing community. This is a big family. We need more people out there who want to help to educate and inform. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Again, any questions or concerns, hit me up. And I thank you so very much. Have a great day.